blue tarp, spotless hammer, broken wristwatch. I mean, so Hifumi, so what I know is Celeste got Hifumi to kill I think I know where I have to shoot.
殺しを実行した一人だけのはずとすると共犯者の可能性はありませんわ。確かにそうだったな。だけどそれは
Oh, right, okay. So
起きた事件は2つだったのね。
Where do I want to shoot? I know what I want to say, and that's that Hifumi killed Taka first, and then Celeste killed Hifumi later. So Hifumi thinks that he's the one who's going to get away. I guess that's what they wanted me to do. Since there were two murderers, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved. What do you mean? If there had only been one murderer, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit. Risk versus reward benefit. The payoff for working together, the reward that balances out the risk of taking part in the scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, there were some potential mutual reward for a risk, then cooperation becomes possible. You're saying that two people can act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders? I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on this case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out in helping them later on. So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all. The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. If only someone could convince Hifumi to do things for them. Weird. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning. That's awful. How can someone be so cruel? Think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events. Kyoko is amazing. I think she's pretty hot. When you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Almost like she's the ultimate detective. Fucking hell, can we not even figure out she's the ultimate detective? I understand how an accomplice could be involved, but who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings? That's the problem numero uno right now. True killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions and in the end murdered him. In the debates up till now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there's really only one person who seems to fit. Was it Celeste? It was Celeste. Oh, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke. A joke, I wonder. So what are you saying then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi? The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him. That I would go within 10 feet of that. That I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot. Pardon moi. Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it. Is that so? It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Come on. They found... Celeste, you must have worked with Hifumi, because we all know you've been in his pants. The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi. Oh, fucking Byakuya. Oh my god, Byakuya. I can't wait to just assume it must have been Byakuya. He did it. We found Hiro with a knife, with blood on him. Hiro had the knife in his body. Yeah, but Byakuya seemed like the kind of guy who would have done it. Are you sure? Because Celeste is saying she did it. She was found with the body and everything. Nah, it was Byakuya. Definitely Byakuya. Gotta be Byakuya. As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costume individual. If we were to accept that Hifumi was the one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect that Celeste had said what Celeste had said as well. Are you saying everything they told us was a lie? After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said? I saw a shadow of something moving around at the top of the stairs. We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Now, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor, she let out a blood-curdling scream. And when we all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said? Celeste, what's wrong? Intense scream. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work. What was that? It came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. It was to get us divided into two groups so that we would discover both bodies at the same time. In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up. Then why don't we split into two groups? I'll lead the hunting party, that seems much more interesting. Well then, Makoto and Hina, would you come with me to the nurse's office? I'll lead the capture of the suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura. Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly became connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was the signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him we're on the third floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea? I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead, I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered. Celeste, you're the first one to say he'd been murdered. You want to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds. I don't believe it. Everything, the whole thing was one big act. Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right? I was also feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. She wasn't worried about you, she just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office. Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Would you agree, Celeste? I have no idea what you mean. Don't bother trying to deny it, you made one fatal mistake. Did I? Looking back, I can't say that that one little slip-up was your undoing. What are you talking about? I was talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office. They must really be enjoying this, enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're all going to die just like those guys died. I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. When Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed, so Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now the entire time we're just gonna keep talking, and there's a lot of words, a lot of talking, and a lot of words. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense, it was completely out of place. I see what you're talking about, although I don't really get what it means. I'm a dum-dum. You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right? What's he alluding to? Oh my god. Oh my god. All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. Just like those guys died. That's all I said. Okay, so what's so strange about that? I mean, we know she doesn't know that there are two people dying. Celeste account, e-handbook, Monokuma file 3. What is Celeste account? Apparently we're gone for more than 2 minutes. I mean, like, yes, we're shooting those guys. We're shooting those guys, but I don't know what bullet we're supposed to be using. Those guys. Do I just say those guys is strange? Is that what I use? I mean, Celeste, you didn't know there were two bodies yet, but I don't have two bodies as an option. We're all gonna die? Huh. Which bullet do I use for those guys? I guess I say those guys is strange. I have Monokuma file 3, Celeste account, and e-handbook. Monokuma file 3. Cause of death, that doesn't help. E-handbook. Each student has their own handbook. I guess it's gotta be so strange. That's weird. That's weird as fuck. Okay. No, so strange to those guys. Oh, wrong mouse button. There we go. Why would I want to say so strange? I don't get why so strange is the answer. When she said that, none of us told her Tonka was dead. Exactly, and we didn't run into her until after we were out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself. So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know there was more than one person who had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too. You all have such vivid imaginations, you know that? Imaginations? You claimed that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture? I mean, like, we're establishing that you're working together with Hifumi. We know you're working together with Hifumi. Celeste put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture. Have you so quickly forgotten? You're the only one who could possibly fit into that suit. It's not like we had you knocked out since 1 o'clock a.m. or anything like that. If anything I told you is a lie, how can this picture exist? What could you possibly mean by that? Surely, there are other explanations than the one you've offered up. No, there's no other explanation. If this wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away, it's... Fuck, this is hard. Chat, I need your help with this one. Like, I don't want to ask chat for help often, but I think I need chat help with this one. Chat, do you think that Hifumi and the suspect were dancing? Do you think Hifumi and the suspect had been drinking? Or do you think Hifumi is dragging the suspect away? Chance, what do you think? I think they might have been drinking. chat thinks is the first one. The chat thinks they've been dancing. Time's running out, chat. Time's running out. Oh my god, I thought I clicked on dancing. I clicked the wrong one on accident. Good thing too. Close. It was a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away. Fuck, you figured it out. Oh god, my silver bullet. That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in the picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And his strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even further. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious. That's what happened. You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this. Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragged away? Ridiculous. Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all. Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you, you stupid son of a bitch. But is that really possible? Come on, Celeste, just do it. Jesus, are we just gonna like, this is gonna be like, I just want someone to die now. Robo Justice costume, e-handbook, spotless hammer, Yashiro's message, Robo Justice blueprints. You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you draped me across Hifumi and had him carry me away. He tried to make me look like bad guy. I said ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing up perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they would stand up straight like that. Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all. Jesus, really, guys? Yashiro's message. There's definitely a contradiction. That's Celeste trying to. Okay, what are we saying about the costume? We'll not be able to bend. Yeah. Carry my weight. Ridiculous. Nope, I don't care about that one. Next one. Stand up straight. No, even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that because the Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic. We're playing the pronouns game. You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight. That's right, they totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist. I'm not so sure it was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was. Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they specifically designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake the whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame. Checkmate. Love the art. Don't make me laugh, you idiot. What do you mean, checkmate? Celeste. Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he was dying? Hey, Hifumi, who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right, I remember their name. Yasuhiro. When we asked him who attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure! Wait, my name isn't really Yasuhiro, it's actually Taro! Your confusing statements don't make any sense, you're only making things more complicated. He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro? What do you mean by that? Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How he referred to each of us. He said for serious a lot. I actually don't remember this, but I think he's using last names. Yeah. That's right, he used our last names. He called us all by our last names. Exactly. I know him heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So, if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have at least said his last name, Hagakure. I'm sure that it was just incidental, by chance. He just... His first name? Indecent. Don't talk. Random chance. Now, isn't that a convenient explanation? No, there's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more. So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him. But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here. It's one person it could apply to. It was Celeste. We don't know her real name. To think you take your false accusations so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit. Come on, enough of your idiotic banter. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you? Yeah, do I? Well, then fill us in. What's your real name? My real name is Celeste Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again? Celeste won't give up then. I have to do something to make her accept it. We could all just fucking vote. We don't have to make her accept it. Just like we just fucking vote and say, Celeste, you're the murderer. Oh my god. Why do we have to keep going? Hifumi was trying to tell us something. The killer's last name, Yasuhiro. You haven't told anyone what your real name is. How many times do I have to tell you? My real name is... How long do you go on pretending? The truth? I'm not pretending it's the truth. No way to contradict me. Yasuhiro's message. Blueprints, costume, e-handbook. The owner's name is displayed at each time the handbook is booted up. E-handbook, boot it up, boot it up. Oh shoot, god dang it. E-handbook, boot it up, boot it up. Break! That's it, the handbook! Whoa! Fuck! Anytime you turn on your own handbook, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before. If only, I don't know, maybe you gone into the sauna and destroyed your handbook so no one could figure out your name and then you would have been fine. The handbook is absolutely vital in the healthy school life, so don't lose it. When you start it up, it'll display your name. Always make sure you have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that. So all we have to do is check our handbook and that'll clear up everything. That's how we find out Celeste's real name. That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate. Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please just tell us. Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up because until the game's over, you never know what might happen. Fine then, let me settle it. Let me go over the case again from beginning to shed light on all your crimes. Okay, finally. Okay. Whew. Nice. It's gotta be the boob picture. Very important boob picture. So we're meeting with Hifumi. I guess that's it. I guess that's it. They're just talking to Hifumi. Act 2. Oh, this is slip them the note. slip the notes. Is there a note? If not, slip the note. Oh, 1 a.m. At 1 a.m. he comes, and then what do we do before we knock him out? He just shows up. We knock him out. We put him in the robot suit. And then take the picture? Take the picture. There we go. Take the picture. At 6 a.m. His watch is still working. Where is his watch? 6 a.m. That's 6. 6 a.m. Watch still works. Hifumi kills him. Deaded. I don't think that's right, mallet. Hammer number 4. Bloody hammer number 4. Yeah, hammer number 4 was used to kill him. We find the... show the picture. Hifumi... Oh no, that's later. Oh, that's not even used at all. Ba, ba, ba. What is going on in this picture? Okay, let's try placing some of the later ones. He gets a blood packet, he splatters blood packet all over. And then what happens? Gets a blood packet, splatters blood packet all over. And I guess we hear him scream? Is that what that picture is supposed to be? We go here, he wraps up the body, he brings the body out. Yeah, he's pushing the body, he brings the body out. And then they kill him, and it's a bloody mallet. Chips. What on earth do the chips have to do with anything? Justice Hammer 3. Oh, Justice Hammer 3 is what we found hitting him earlier. Okay. The only thing I can think of here is they heard him scream. That's the only thing I can think of. Were anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder, and that person was... Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met was Hiro! The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as his prime suspect, so when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into Robo-Justice suit. I like this part. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all that just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker. Then, at 6 a.m. they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka into the equipment room. Slam, wham, body slam. That's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So next, they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killer pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo-Justice as their suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. where the killers want us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us on that story. With these two incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that, but... Oh shit. Oh crap. Okay. Well... What the hell happened here then? I thought this was Justice Hammer 3. Oh, maybe... Was this Justice Hammer 2 he was hit with? 1 and 2. Okay, that's Hammer 2, yeah. That's Justice Hammer 2. And then this is Justice Hammer 3? Guess that makes more sense. Okay, that's Justice Hammer 2. This is Justice Hammer 3. Oh, you can click on the question marks? Oh well. Alright, blah 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 blah. There we go. While we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi had been hoping for. Nice. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator in Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. We let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's when we found. Meanwhile, the other group had been out searching, found Taka's body at the same time. Man, Sakura looks hardcore as shit. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned the body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. Man, he stinks. We wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. Oh, poor Hifumi. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that's happened in this case, and the villain behind it all is... beautiful. Oh, ooh, kiss. Ooh, smoochy smooch. Aw, no smooch smooch. I thought we'd smooch. Celeste! I lost. I lost. When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck. Then you admit it, you're the killer. Listen to you trying to take charge as if you're my private investigator. I, Celestia Ludenberg, actually know. Taiko Yashihiro is fine. Taiko? So you finally accept it. I'm the kind of person once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on. Interesting. Interesting. Bum 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 bum. Hey, cool beans. Monokuma, I'm ready to begin. Or no, I suppose this is the end, isn't it? It's indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Cast your vote! When the votes are tallied, who will become the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? I like that the dead people are all blackened out. Vote guilty. It's basically a formality at this point. But once again, you're totally correct. The black and this time the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was Celestia Lunenburg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro. I lost! Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations. So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her specialty, lying. My specialty? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree. Then did you use your body? You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice, she stole the compooper. I used her. For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but it was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean she talked about alter ego? What? What are you talking about? Don't interrupt, we're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop, as usual. How sad. Then you're the one who stole it? That's right. And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. What are you doing here? I was hoping I could talk to you, alone. It's about what was stolen. I know who did it. What? It was Taka. He stole it. What? And I have proof. Would you like to see? As it turned out, I found a little use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, though. So it was him. But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You're correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it. What? Please forgive me. He threatened me. He did? He came to my room last night unannounced, and then, it's hard for me to even say, he abused me. And then he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. I had no choice. That's a crime. That's an absolute crime. I mean, he'd gone a little crazy, but I never imagined he would go that far. It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. I'm about to say something I never said before in my life. I'm going to kill him. I'm gonna fucking kill him. Wait, please. If you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands. Huh? Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target. You mean Taka's going to try to kill you? What? And all he can keep is also he can keep her to himself. That bastard. Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not. How could I? I have to save her. Would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. With that, it's complete. Oh, nothing. Really? You just said that in front of him? Like, yeah, good. He bought my lie. What? Oh, don't worry about it. Hifumi agreed without a second thought, The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me. I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation? It was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place. Why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid. And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. Fucking savage. I feel like I could cry. But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's talking about is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you had actually let him live? That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. You really believe that? Well, of course, that wasn't all there was to it. As I explained to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi had an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It was all very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly right up until the moment of his death. So he had planned to kill him all along. But of course, there would have been no point in my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself. How could human life mean so little to you? That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win. Now you sound like Byakuya. No, he deserves his pleasure from the. No, he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike. Then, what made you take things this far? Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life began, my only thought had been escape. But all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here. Obviously that was a lie. Duh. I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone in here. I want to get out every day was fresh torture. The freshest of tortures. You want to know why, huh? Because I had a dream. Don't quote Martin Luther King. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever. And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing. And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours? To live in a European castle. Really? That's the fucking dream? Really? To gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers slash bodyguards. I was gonna make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. She likes Twilight. She's a Twilight fan. She deserves to die. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence. Living the rest of my life was my only dream, my only goal. That's what my life was all about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but unfortunately my dream had been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream to the very end, so why would I? You sound so passionate, but you were really able to just continue talking for like 30 minutes. Wow, can't we kill you now? Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing. That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Nezen1987 with a 3-month resub. Thank you so much, Nezen. Appreciate that support, dude, and welcome back to the super family. Isn't it terrifying how different our values are? There's simply no room for understanding. That's what we should be saying. And plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled and I take pride in that. It's not only other people. I can fool even my own emotions. My consciousness deceives the unconscious. And that's why you're not scared? That's right, I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then I would like to come back as Marie Antoinette. That's not how reincarnation works. I don't think reincarnation means you get to go back in time and live someone else's life. When she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak fake smile is what betrayed her. Alright, finally a fucking murder. Punishment time. This is... Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I'll ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then, take care everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again in another life. Thank you. Celeste has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Yeah, I just want to see a good murder. How's she gonna die? Oh, we murdered her in front of a medieval castle? Jesus, Monokuma, you set this shit up quick. Because she just told us about this medieval castle thing like 10 minutes ago. Monokuma's like, got it. The burning of the Versailles witch. Damn, Monokuma is just like, so fast with his murder stuff.
They're burning her alive?
Yeah, she's a witch. We gotta burn the witch. Burn the witch. Burn her. Burn the witch. Oh, whoa, 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 the stage is going on fire. Oh, man. Oh, damn, Monokuma. How hard is it to set fire only to one girl? You set fire to the whole dang stage, Monokuma. Oh, she's a little flower. What, wait, what the... Oh, help is on the way, I think it said? Really?
So instead of burning her alive, they ran her over?
Retrieve Versailles. Yeah, I guess we killed her. Cool. Alright, it's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her. But I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along, isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, so more people had to die. You guys are still young. You need to place more value on your lives. Jeez, and here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation. Next generation! You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that reality just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want from us? God, I'm so sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key type object from Celeste? What's the deal with that? It's like you're hiding something in her room or something. I mean, it's not like we had cameras to see her, you know, maybe go out into the sauna room and grab something and come back into your bedroom, but whatever. I'll answer your question if you answer mine. What did you do? What did you do to me? What? Answer me. What did you do to my body? What do you mean, what did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it. Oh my god, she's literally Detective Conan. Oh my god, this is a sequel to Detective Conan when before he got turned into a little kid, he actually got turned into a girl. That's why there's a voice changing thing, because it's literally Detective Conan this whole time. I didn't realize this was a Detective Conan game. It really threw me in for a loop. Things are getting kind of awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here. Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course. See ya. Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair, there was one small hope. Monokuma already mentioned it, but what's the key? Oh my god, are you so stupid? Oh my god, main character, you're so fucking stupid. It's a key to one of the dressing room lockers. That means Celeste probably hid it in there. I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, let's go check. Good idea. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back to us and said, I'm going to go in alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later. Why are you going alone? Do you even have to ask? As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance cameras. That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too. You? Yeah, I'm the main character. I want to go. Staying here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us. Do whatever you want. Thank you, Byakuya. Then it's up to you now. I'm going to go in the dining hall, okay? So, Makoto and Kyoko are going to go together. Ooh, Hina, why are you blushing? Does that mean what I think it means? Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed back to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone. Shall we? Yeah. We need to get into that locker. As the locker swung open, we saw... Good morning! It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe, thank goodness. I'd never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time. Oh, and I think I was able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a while longer. Case closed! Case closed! She said it! It's Detective Conan! As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we talk for a second since we had this opportunity? I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school? Is that why you want to come with me? Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know? That just makes me even more worried. Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time, you disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation? When you do that, it's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No. I believe you. You believe in me? Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand. Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more then. Fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see, I'm a robot. Right after I told Kyoko I believed her, she told me a story that was almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own 2 eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come, and when it did, I went into action. The boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. And in the storage closet there, way in the back. She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but Kyoko would really be right about this? Boys' bathroom. Storage closet. It's just a normal storage closet. Could it really be here? She said it was way in the back of the storage closet. But I mean, seriously. It's suddenly as if I were being yanked in. Kashunk! Heard the sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what's going on. Ba-bump. I had fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out the back wall was like a revolving door, and I made my way to the other side, just like Kyoko had said. In the boys' bathroom on the 2nd floor, there's a storage closet. Way in the back of that closet, there's a secret room. So this is the secret room, but what's in here? It's just a bunch of spunk bank. Just spunk. It's just someone's spank room. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope's Peak Academy Student Registry. This is the only thing that's not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? But before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out. I turned my attention to it. What's this? You must not leave. That's weird. I could understand if it was like, I can't leave, but you must not leave. What's this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. Deja vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before. But I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? Senpai. Oh, ooh. A strange sound rang through my head. It felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth, and then darkness. I don't understand what's happening. This is like the 3rd time I've been knocked out. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I don't know how long it had been. Ow! Apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull, throbbing pain in my head proved that much at least. It's a chair. An empty bookshelf. Wait a minute. That was empty before? Was it? My head hurts. Was that empty? I don't remember. I'm gonna take a nap. What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room, get some rest. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room. This isn't my room. This is... Oh, wait. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there, and after that... As if from a vast distance I heard a sound. It was faint but undeniable. That sound is coming from the gym. As I desperately hauled my shaky frame towards the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here in the gym? I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. 16th student. Oh. Before me raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe. What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question, what's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal. Hey, the deal. I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you. Okay. She's a robot. You haven't forgotten, have you? What, I'm holding hostage? What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? And could it be the 16th student? Legend, stand tall, galactic hero. Ba, 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 ba. Boop, boop, boop. 7 students remaining. Super Robo Justice present. I would like to save data. Yes, I want to overwrite. Leon killed Sayaka. Monokuma killed Junko. Then Leon got executed. Then Mondo killed Chihiro. We're gonna go through all of them. Then Mondo got executed. Hifumi killed Taka. Then Celeste killed Hifumi. Then Celeste got executed. That brings us up to now. The next morning in Dining Hall, the day after Celeste's case. So now there's only 5 of us here. Only a third of the people who we started with. Loneliness has become commonplace. That's true. We still don't know what the fuck Celeste, what the fuck happened to Celeste's body, and what the fuck Celeste has been doing all this time. Still, what did I see yesterday? I don't understand. Sakura is a mastermind spy? Can that really be true? Makoto, are you okay? Fine. I can't bring it up in front of the others. If I did that, it would just confuse everyone that much more. Okay, in that case, let's eat till we pass out. What do you mean in that case? Well, cuz look how scary everyone looks. It's gonna be cuz we're all fighting on empty stomachs, right? If you fill your belly, I'm sure you'll all cheer up, so let's eat. Hina's a woman after my heart. Let's fry up some fish and donuts, and we'll eat till we can't stand up. That's like a deep impact style meteor impact extinction level event combination of foods. Those are both breakfast time top sellers. Still, the till we can't stand up part is a problem. After we're done, we need to go explore. That's right, since the class trial is over, new areas should have opened up. Plus, we still have Alter Ego, who we can't be quiet about. She's right, we have to plan ahead and think about the future. Yeah! Think happy thoughts, not deathly thoughts. Like when we're gonna get out of here, right? When it's all over, I think I want to get reborn for serious. I mean, reborn as someone serious. That sounds like someone who's about to die. That sounds like something what someone who's about to die would say. I'm totally okay. I'm not gonna die. Why? Because there aren't gonna be any more murderers. Yasuhiro sounds like he's ready to die. I predicted it last night since it revealed itself to me from the ether. There's no doubt about it. How accurate is your fortune-telling thing anyways? 20 or 30% on a good day. That seems really low. Well, yeah, it's not like ESP or whatever. Of course I'm not gonna get it right sometimes. I told you, my fortune-telling isn't some occult thing. It's just magic. Of course not. Clairvoyance is clairvoyance. Don't put it in the same category as cattle mutilation. Cattle what? He's referring to the urban legend where aliens abduct cows and dissect them as part of their research. No, you're calling it an urban legend? As a matter of fact, it's true. As a matter of fact, it's happened to me. I've been mutilated. That's why my hair looks like this. What if Yasuhiro is actually constantly being slowly abducted by aliens and that's why his hair defies gravity? Because his hair is constantly trying to pull him away from the earth because he's very, very slowly being abducted by aliens. It was a place I'd never been before. They claimed their patties were 100% all beef. So I got a burger to go and headed home. And before long, the sky was filled with a mysterious, blinding light. And as soon as the beam touched it, the burger started floating in midair. And then, still floating there, the burger started coming apart. One part of it just vanished while the rest fell back into my hand. Do you realize what this means? It means the burger wasn't 100% beef. It must have had pork or something mixed in. Something like 70% pork and 30% beef would be my guess. Ooh. So I stormed back into the burger place, got up in the manager's grill, and they totally admitted it. It wasn't 100% beef. They totally mixed in ground pork. Now, you see, that is cow mutilation. I kind of got lost halfway through. I can't tell if you're for the occult or against it. You stink of stupidity. How dare you? Well, you do stink though. That's fine. I hope your prediction turns out to be true. Well, at very least, I won't murder anyone. Me either. I would never murder anybody. Sakura might murder somebody. Nor I. That goes for me too, I guess. I felt like those words of encouragement were helping us come together as one. After so much sacrifice and hardships, we'd finally become unified. But, to be honest, I wish Byakuya and Toko were here for this too. But they're so hard to deal with, they only think about themselves. Yeah, we're better off without them. That was enough to prove we were united for the time being, but within that bond hid weakness and fragility. Chapter 4, All-Star Apologies.
Only chapter 4?
Chapter 4.
Wait, there are 13 chapters.
13 chapters? That can't be right. We don't have that many kids to kill. We begin our search as soon as we finish our breakfast in the dining hall. We had to find out what had opened up. What was waiting for us? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think that's a good time to call it right here. Because I had to use the potty very badly. Let's see. Sakura is the person who's betraying us. I'm gonna say Sakura is going to... I'm gonna say somehow Monokuma is gonna try to reveal Sakura's secret. And Sakura is either going to be forced to kill Hiro because he said that he doesn't think anyone else will die. Or Sakura will attack Monokuma and then will die and something will happen. Or we can finally get the 16th student. Which maybe it's Sakura's sister because, like I said, I do think that Sakura's sister was... that somebody's brother's sister is the 16th student and they gotta be revealed later. So maybe Sakura's sister is whatever that thing is that Monokuma's holding above her head. Anyways, guys, I am going to use the bathroom. It's gonna be great. And that's gonna be it for us tonight.